Toto Wolff and Christian Horner agree on Lewis Hamilton's FIA bias comment. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff and his Red Bull counterpart Christian Horner have urged the FIA to show greater consistency in their decision-making when the new Formula One season gets underway next month. The governing body has been widely criticized over the last few months after Lewis Hamilton was controversially denied a record-breaking 8th Drivers' Championship title at last year's decisive Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Max Verstappen was bizarrely allowed to close up to Hamilton under the safety car before clinching the honours with a last-gasp overtake at the very end of the race. The Dutchman reaped the rewards of the FIA's decision to instruct only the 5-lapped cars between himself and the Mercedes driver to unlap themselves ahead of the one-lap shootout that followed. Hamilton was left aggrieved by the way the situation was handled and was supported by Mercedes in pushing the FIA to make fundamental changes in advance of the new campaign. He went as far to accuse the organization of foul play when quizzed on the matter at pre-season testing on Wednesday, telling reporters, "We need to make sure we get non-biased stewards." The 7-time champion's view has since been played down by Wolff, who insisted that intentional bias was very unlikely to have played any part in shaping the result in Abu Dhabi. However, the Mercedes boss went on to underline the need for the FIA to show more consistency when making decisive calls in order to improve the parity of the competition. "I think we need professionalism in the stewards' room," said Wolff when quizzed on Hamilton's comments. "I don't think there is a conscious bias, to be honest. It's intelligent people. But most important is, whether we talk about the race direction, the support that they will have back at base or the stewards, there needs to be a standard. This is what we deserve, this is what everybody expects. I think there are some very good people that we can build upon. Most importantly, and we all have talked about it last year, it was the topic of inconsistency. There shouldn't be a lot of room to interpret the rules. There shouldn't be a lot of leniencies depending on what the potential outcome might be. But the rules are the rules. I think, as everything is being restructured, I have faith in Mohammed Ben Sulayem, FIA president, that, going forward, we will optimize all these structures." Wolff's assessment of the situation was quickly echoed by Horner, who underlined his belief that Ben Sulayem has the sport's best interests at heart and will ensure the right decisions are made in due course. "We've all been on the receiving end of stewards' decisions that we've been unhappy about," added the Red Bull chief. "I would agree with Toto that I don't think there's an intended bias. I'm not aware of any stewards traveling with drivers to races. And, in Mohammed, we have a new president that's looking to bolster the structure and to bring in the equivalent of a VAR, video assistant referee. It's something that certainly the top teams have available to them. I think giving a better infrastructure for clearer decisions with clear regulations is something that should be strived for. But I certainly don't think that there was any bias from stewards during the last seasons." Meanwhile, it remains to be seen how the FIA will respond over the course of this year ahead of the season-opening Bahrain Grand Prix in March. They have already relieved former race director Michael Massey of his duties and replaced him with Neil Swittich and Eduardo Freitas for the 2022 season. The governing body has also confirmed that race control will be given remote assistance in an attempt to ensure that the right calls are always made by those in command.